Imagine your life and the tasks you complete every day. I would hope that you brush your teeth, take a shower, maybe go to school or work. Well, what do all these things have in common? They're all possible because you have access to clean drinking water. Water is arguably one of the most important aspects of our lives, but for those affected by the global water crisis, clean water is a luxury that is unheard of. According to Matt Damon, a person uses up to 100 gallons of water each day. Water is a human right that millions lack and Americans are unaware of. So first, I will talk about how vast the global water crisis is. Then I will speak of why water changes everything. And finally, I will end with how the crisis can be solved. So what is the global water crisis? Well, UNICEF reports that 663 million people do not have access to clean drinking water on this planet. As you can see in these visuals, these are examples of dirty drinking water. Now this water is pulled from either the ground sources or underground sources and is absolutely disgusting. In fact, the average person that each and every day walks a distance of 3.75 miles to fetch this dirty and disgusting water that I know a vast majority of Americans would not use to cook, bathe, or drink. Now, women and children spend an average of 6 to 8 hours each and every day fetching this dirty water, which keeps them out of school, work, and other activities. Now, not only does dirty water have the time effect, but it also has a vast health effect. In fact, waterborne illnesses kill more people each year than all forms of violence, including war, according to Charity Water. Now, this mostly affects children. In fact, a child will die every 21 seconds from a water-related illness. Now, that is 4,100 children each and every single day that are under the age of 5. That's according to Charity Water. Now, according to Srinivasan, without access to clean drinking water, communities cannot develop sustainable agriculture for food security. This water is full of parasites and nastiness that is not good not only for humans but for crops as well. Now, without clean water, communities cannot develop a sustainable crop and cannot get themselves food security, which overall continues the cycle of poverty. Now, clean water changes everything. Clean water, along with sanitation, can help improve health almost overnight. In fact, according to Matt Damon, the introduction of clean water in just one day can drop disease rates up to 80%. Now, when it's not necessary to fetch water, an immense amount of time is freed up. Now, as we spoke of earlier, the average person spends 6 to 8 hours a day fetching this dirty water, and without that, children have more time to receive an education and enrich their future instead of fetching dirty water every day. And finally, women get their lives back. They can start their own businesses, improve their homes, and take charge of their futures. So, how do we solve this crisis? Well, the water crisis has a few solutions. As a preface, every $1 that is invested in clean water can result in $4 to $12 in economic returns, according to Barlow. This means that water truly has an overall economic effect that can help bring people out of poverty. So, wells, whether they are hand dug or drilled, are one of the most sustainable ways to provide a school or village with clean water. As you can see here, these are two different examples of a well. Wells are made by being dug or drilled into the ground into an existing water reservoir that is underground and is clean. This water is then pumped up and can then be used for cooking, drinking, and cleaning. Now, this is the most sustainable way to give a village or a school clean water and can last up to 30 years if it is cared for properly. Now, oftentimes, a well cannot be built for a multitude of reasons, including not enough resources, or if a water source is not available or viable underground. When this happens, filters and water purification systems are ways to solve this problem. So, as you can see here, this is a biosand filter. Now, this can give a family clean water for up to 5 years with proper use. However, it does not solve the problem of time. People will still have to fetch this water, but it will be cleaned and the health effects will significantly drop. Additionally, there are things like filter straws for children, for those most vulnerable of ours. Now, these will only last up to about a year, but will help with those health effects as well. So additionally, latrines are built to separate water sources for proper sanitation and safe waste disposal. So this comes in the things of like education habits on sanitation, including open defecation and hand washing. So whether we may realize it or not, hand washing is a big part of health, and without washing your hands, you can have clean water, but can still have disease run rampant. So in review, the global water crisis affects hundreds of millions of people. From life to education to health, water is truly everything and can be life-changing. And finally, there are multiple ways to solve this water crisis. We are surrounded by water every day. So as you wash your car, head to your next class, say goodbye to your working mother, remember that all of this is possible because you have access to clean water. Thank you.